Chapter 2, Theory of Demand and Supply, and 2.1, Theory of Demand. This is Chapter 2, Lecture 1 for Basics of Economics or Introduction to Economics for freshman student. And this topic is discussed on the theory of demand and supply. Under this unit, we will see how demand affects the price of the commodity, and also supply and the demand, how they affect on the price of the commodity. Theory of demand. There are many forces or factors that affecting or determining the prices of the commodity on the market. So from these factors, demand is one forces or factor determining the prices of the commodity or service. The theory of demand is related to the economic activity of consumers' consumption. Hence, the purpose of theory of demand is to determine the various factors that affect demand. So demand is affect the price of the commodity, and there are many factors that affect the demand of a commodity. So the theory of demand is to discuss or to determine those factors that affect the demand of commodity. Most of the time, we use the demand interchangeably with a desire of person to purchase a commodity or service. But this is not an economic definition. Demand is not the desire of a person to purchase a given commodity or service. It is differently meaning desire and the demand. In economics, desire has a specific meaning, which is different from what we use it in our day-to-day activity. Demand is more broad than desire to purchase a commodity. So demand states that consumer must be willing and able to purchase a commodity which he or she desires. In this sentence, we see two main important. One is willingness of the purchasers, and again, ability to purchase that commodity. So in demand, the consumer must willing plus ability to purchase is commodity demand. So demand is the consumer must be willing and able to purchase the commodity. Not only willingness is not a demand in economics. Commodity which he or she desires. Not willingness to buy or not desire to a given commodity is not demand. For example, a poor person desires of having a good car or a good house. A poor person is willing to buy a car, but it has no significance since he has no ability to pay for it. So your customer, when, for example, to supply a certain commodity on a certain area, only having willingness for that commodity is not the demand of that commodity. Willingness only. So your customer must have the willing to buy your commodity, again, ability to buy your commodity. Ability to buy the commodity. So the best option or the definition of demand is a quantity of a commodity or a service that consumer would purchase at a given time in a market at a various prices. So in short, demand is not synonym, or demand is not synonym with desire. Demand is not desire of person to buy a commodity. Maalidhaan maddoo kanarratti dimaandii jechuun konsuumeriin tokko fedhii waan tokko bituu akkuma kanas dandeettii waan sana bituu qabaachuu qaba dimaandii keessatti. Fedhii qofti dimaandiin jedhu. Fedhii qofaa qabaattee dimaandiin waan kanaaf fedhiin namni mi'a kanaaf barbaadu fedhiin isaa jira jechuu hin dandeenyu. Dizaayiniin yeroo deemnu fedhii ta'uu danda'a, garuu akka seeraatti dimaandii yeroo nu fedhii miti. Namni tokko fedhii qabaatee akkuma kanas dandeettii waa bituu qabaachuu qaba. Humna ittiin waan sana bituu qabaachuu qaba. Yoo kana hin qabaanne maal miti jechuudha? Dimaandii miti jechuudha. Laws of demand. The law of demand states that price of a commodity and its quantity demanded are inversely related. That means as the price of commodity increase or decrease, quantity demanded for that commodity decreases or increases. Said and the others are set variables. That means as the price of commodity increase, the demand for that commodities decreases, or as the price of commodities decrease, the demand for that commodity is increase. This is the law of demand. This is the law of demand. Maal jechuudha law of demanding? Pricing gatiin mi'a tokko yeroo dabalamu hammi baay'ina mi'a sana barbaannu maal ta'a? Faallaa waliiti. Faallaa yeroo gatiin dabalu baay'inni mi'a nuyi barbaannu gadi bu'a. Yeroo gatiin isaa gadi bu'u immoo mi'i nuyi barbaannu gatiin baay'inni isaa ol ka'a jechuudha. Kun law of demandidha jechuudha. Demand schedule or table, demand curve and demand function. Demand schedule can be constructed for any commodity if the list of the prices and the quantity purchased as those prices are known. A demand schedule states the relationship between prices and the quantity demanded in tabular form. This is demand schedule. For example, these are combination of different goods are there. For example, this is the prices. If the price is 5, the quantity demand is 5. If price is 4, quantity demanded is 7. If price is 3, quantity demanded 9. If price is 2, quantity demanded 11. If price is 1, quantity demanded 30. As you see from this table, we see as prices decrease, the quantity demanded are increases here. This is the law of demand, which states as the price of a commodity is increased, the quantity demanded decreases. As the price of commodity decrease, the quantity demanded are increased. So this table displays increasing of the demands. So prices and the quantity demands are inversely related. You see here, price 1 per kilogram, quantity demand is equals to 30. If price is 2, quantity demand is 11. If price is 3, quantity demand is 9. So prices and the quantity demands are inversely related. This is the law of demand. And the demand schedule is displaying the relationship between prices and the quantity demanded in tabular forms. So in short, demand schedule is the relationship between price and the quantity demanded in tabular form. In tabular form is what we call demand schedule.